Good morning, my name is Al Mesones. I am a third grade dual immersion demonstration teacher at Wilson Elementary. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a resource that I use to teach ELD in a distance learning environment. I use a resource called Footsteps2Brillance. This is a resource that the district has purchased for all teachers in grades K through 3. What I did is I just Googled Footsteps2Brillance. I'm going to click on this first link here. I am going to go ahead and then log in. The teacher's login is going to be under username and password, and that will always be your first initial and last name. The students will be logging in with a super secret code that I'll be sharing with you in just a moment. So as a teacher, I'm going to click in username and password, and once again, it is your first initial, last name for both, user and password. When I log in, it's going to ask me what I want to do. I want to go to Footsteps2Brillance, and this is going to take me to the actual home page. Now in Footsteps2Brillance, this has resources in both English and Spanish. And for this tutorial purpose, I'm going to use English. It's divided into 3 levels. Level 1, which is basically students K through 1. Level 2, grades 2 to 3. And level 3 is grades 3 and above. Each section or each level is divided into 3 sections. There's 3 components. The first one is my library. This is where all the books are found. The next component is my games, which are comprehension-related games to the stories the students read. And the third one is writing, where they can create books and they can doodle. Since I teach 3rd grade, I go to level 2. And I'm going to show you how to use this in conjunction, or you can just pick parts of this Footsteps2Brillance to teach ELD. What I usually do is I'll go to Alphabet Animals, here, the STEM series. I'll click on this library. When you click on the library, it's going to give you a bunch of books about different animals. When you click on a book, I'll just choose Ali the alligator for this sample. When you choose a book, you're going to be have options to 4 activities that you can do. Number 1, read a book. Number 2 is book buddies, which is comprehension questions at leveled sections. There's also games, and then the section that I like the best is create a book, where the students get to create a book and they show you a summary of what they have learned. So briefly, I'll click on read a book, and this speaker.
Ali the Alligator, written by Sarah Tan. Ali the
so they can listen to it. It'll tell you the Alexa level, and you can start reading. So you can either
A is for Ali the Alligator.
Listen
she
to
lives
it as
in
it
a
reads,
swamp in Alabama.
Or you can go ahead and choose to read so the student can listen to themselves. So I'll just click here. I'll record. And then I'll just allow the microphone. A is for Ali the Alligator. She lives in a swamp in Alabama. I'll click on the recording and I could listen to it. A is for Ali the Alligator. She lives in a swamp in Alabama. Now, when I change the page, the recording will be gone. But you can also
Alligator.
click on the actual
Beaver. Alligator.
on the page, and it'll
Crane.
give you
Alligator.
different vocabulary words associated with it. You could change the page, and the same thing will happen. When you get to the end of the story, I'm going to go briefly. Then it's going to take me to the next section, which is book buddies. Book buddies is just comprehension questions that are related to the actual story. And section A, you have to do it. You have to unlock 1 section at a time.
Where does Ali live?
So it'll ask you the questions. You could basically
Where does Ali live?
listen to it, and then when you answer the question, you can go to the next page. There is a hint page here that'll take you to the actual page to answer the question in case the student gets confused. When you are done with this, you can just click on the purple arrow.
What does Ali use?
And it's pretty much the same thing for level B and C.
Where does Ali live?
So then in order to get to the next section, you're going to go to games. And games is pretty much self-explanatory. Mighty Matches, Facts, Zookeeper, which is just vocabulary words associated with the story. Now the part that I like the most is create a book. When the students create a book, what they're going to do is they're going to click on here, create a new book. They're going to put in the title, Ali the Alligator. And they can either come to here, they could draw something using the different size markers, different colors. So I'll just show you really quick. I can go ahead and just draw something, or I can go to background here, and I can click a background for the story that I just read, or I can do the same thing for the characters that had to be in the story. I can also adjust the size. When I'm done with the title page, and please notice the name of the student's already here and the date, I can click on the green button, and this will take them to the page, the first page. So once again, they can tell me what happened at the beginning of the story. They could use the word from the word bank to write a quick summary of what happened at the beginning of the story. So I can basically say, Allie the alligator has a big snout. All right. When I'm done with this page, I can go to the next page and I could do the same thing. Now here you have a choice of drawing, backgrounds, characters, shapes, and emoticons. When the student writes 1, 2, or 3 pages, whatever you are asking or requesting of them, they can click this green check mark, and they can go back and edit, which means it'll go back and they can proofread what they have written. When they are done, they can either print it or they can email it to you. When they email it to you, you just give them your email address. I've given my students my email address, and it'll send it, and it'll appear in my email. So this will be an assignment that they've completed. Now I'm going to show you how to go ahead and get their super secret passcodes for the students. You're going to go to the classroom management page, and on the classroom management page, you're going to pull up the students' names, and it'll already have this information for you. Your students are already built in. So I can pull up the super secret passcodes by going to the student cards, or I can look it up by, I could also send up a student roster, I could add a student, or I can send the parents a letter. This is how I use Footsteps2Brillance to teach ELD. If you have any questions, please go ahead and email me or contact me. My name is Al Mesones. I am a 3rd grade dual immersion teacher at Wilson Elementary. Thank you for watching.